video I wanted to talk about what it takes to actually become proficient with a firearm, and not only become proficient, but perform at a high level of proficiency. And it's something that nobody else has talked about. After watching the John Wick films, do you think maybe I should go train at Terran Tactical, and then once I'm done training at Terran Tactical, I'll be like John Wick and I'll be able to be an assassin and all this other stuff? No. Is it just following what Rob Latham said, which is basically put your sights where you want it, grip the gun really hard, and pull the trigger without moving the gun? No. Is it just taking every training class that you can? No. It's actually this. Complete and total immersion. So what does that mean? Every waking hour, you're spending it thinking and working to better yourself with a firearm. That means you're constantly, working with them safely, and you're practicing essential skills all the time, and you're constantly testing yourself. Complete and total immersion. You're always trying to advance. In order to properly immerse yourself, you need to know a few things, and I've done videos on all these things. Number one, when you're exercising, you need to exercise to get better with a firearm. Isometric holds, identifying the muscles that you're going to need for the certain weapon that you're working with. You do need to take training courses, and then you need to practice on top of that. When you're practicing like your reloads, you need to drill yourself in your reloads. When and you need to know the difference between a drill and a course of fire. A drill is something like practicing your reloads over and over without having to look at them. If you're practicing to defend yourself, then I would say do not ever, do not practice to look at your gun when you're reloading. If you're in competition, fine, who cares? But if you're practicing to save your life, there's a good reason for it. You need to be able to, use your reflexes and identify threats before they get the drop on you. Taking this little bit of time to, reload your gun can do enough to take your focus off of a threat that can be a danger to your life. Trust me. So, with all that said, it's complete and total immersion. You need to understand what you need to do to become better, and you need to do it. And that's part of it. There's really nothing, there's no key that you can do once in your life and then you're good for the rest of your life. You can't just serve like 4 years in the military and then you're good for the rest of your life with a firearm and you're just like going to be awesome forever. It doesn't work like that. You can learn like the basics and stuff, but that doesn't mean that when push comes to shove, you're going to be able to pull the trigger without moving the gun in any situation and just miraculously know what to do in every situation. Doesn't work like that. So, anyways, shooting is a very perishable skill, and I would argue that it is one of the hardest skills to actually get very good at and to perform at a high level with. So, you are going to have to spend a lot of time practicing, which means that for every live round you fire, you're going to have to fire 10 dry. Oh, that's not going to do it. Actually, those 10 rounds need to be intentional and properly done. So, complete immersion, identification, presentation, and fire. You get the idea. So anyways, that's the key that nobody else is talking about. They always talk about like the specific thing that you need to do. They don't say how often and what else you need to do. It's almost as if they're trying to tell you, just do this one thing and you're going to be good for the rest of your life. Or take this one training class and you're going to be good for the rest of your life. It's not how it works. Complete and total immersion. Every day, every hour, every second. Sorry, that's just the way it is. That's how you do it. And look at anybody, like police, armed and trained professionals, right? Look at their hit average. It's below 25%. So, it's actually about half that. So, with all that said, just because you're trained once to do something doesn't mean that you're going to actually be able to do it when push comes to shove. Complete and total immersion. So, with all that said, I appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and leave a comment below. And if you want to know how to become better things that you can do consistently in this immersion, then I have videos, isometric exercises that can help you identify muscles that you need to help in your pursuit of working at a higher level. You know, practice consistently and do proper practice consistently. So with all that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and you guys have a good one.